Any haze?
Hey, niece. Oh, you gonna stir it up? Look how like all of this. Oh, we need a new spoon. You about to contaminate.
Oh my God.
Give me a napkin. Here, let me rinse. Oh no, she got vegetables in there.
Would you like a cup?
A cup.
A plate
We
or
just need a
something?
little. He just wanted to stir it up to get some big ass soup spoon. We just need a teaspoon of sugar. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressive stuff. Right. Okay. Right. Look, you gonna hold this? You finna make a mess.
A mess. Craig's mess. Do Craig's mess.
Okay. All that for one little nut. No, it's two nuts sitting here. Good day, thinkers, thought. Oh, she cute. Y'all be good on the apple.
Voltaire. What am I not doing? On a nut, like you know how you peanut butter and jelly. That's what I do on this sandwich.
Let me give me a little bit of an apple.
What made you order this, Jack?
Hold on, niece. Y'all see Chinoa over there?
What you gonna guys eat? But I asked a question. Give me an answer.
Because you have to pick something that suckers don't have, or that they wouldn't order.
So what we taking that to the cabin?
No, why would you do that?
You brought that for us for Christmas.
Oh my God.
Christmas. This goddamn was almost Christmas again.
Okay.
Last year.
I guess you weren't here.
You weren't here, bitch.
Okay, but we've been back since Christmas.
Well, I forgot the shit was in there.
Oh, so you gave us all shit.
No, it's not all the way. Doesn't expire to 2027.
So wait a minute, you forgot it was.
I've been here.
You've been here.
Yeah, but Ellie wasn't here.
Oh, so I couldn't have none because
No, but both of us.
Well, you passed this house to come here. You know.
Now she knows.
That's a duplicate.
He is so selfish.
Oh, oh.
Yes, he is. Child, you had
Have I had before?
if he had looked at that shirt, he probably wouldn't even got one. If he had looked at that other bag, he probably wouldn't even got a shirt.
We know who he's working with. We know what we're working with. The fucking tourists.
Yes,
Thank you. You love to make me out to be this selfish person.
Bitch.
I can be at times
no.
when it comes to food. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions. It's dark.
You got
There's so much to say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between.
Girl, what is going on?
Well, girl, when I used to try to turn the light on, you'd be like, we don't need no lights. I know one thing. You know what I realized? You don't feel the heat coming from that oven.
Oh,
that the new oven?
Yeah.
it's on 300.
Because I'm chilly with these doors open, but that's because I ain't got no clothes on.
It's right. You got to open it. But it's going to get hot.
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
if you need something to do, though, like warm yourself up, I can get you engaged.
Really?
what?
You talking Claudette?
You mean like do some work?
Yeah.
I'm about to make my invitation for my
Sample croquettes?
I sure did.
There's nothing left?
That was
That was last week.
probably 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna make some more. I'm about to do my invitation for my 50th birthday party luau.
All the stuff you should do.
Excuse me?
I know I'm just thinking out loud.
There she gone.
You're going to luau after you come from a real luau.
Yes. So we're gonna be going to Hawaii for my birthday. And then when we come back for Memorial Weekend.
Give me a piece of apple. Let me taste it. You don't cut the skin?
No. The skin is where the nutrients are.
So you like turtlenecks?
Absolutely the fuck not. Mm. I sure do.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good thick turtleneck.
I know you.
It'll keep you warm.
I know you like all kinds of things. I know you like all kinds of things.
This is good. I'm not commenting on that.
I would say it'd probably be better with a green apple.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gives you the,
Yeah.
you know.
This is good. It's cute.
You want another one?
Mm-mm. I eat too much, I ain't gonna be hungry.
You all have been asking about Chinoa. This is Jack's first time seeing Chinoa since we've been at some persons from
I got
Africa.
shingles or something. The lady was staying to keep his distance.
You know, Jack and I were talking about shingles the other day. You know, shingles is very painful from what I've heard.
I've seen it. It's very painful. And the young man was 37 years old. He was on a project in New York when he was quarantined to the hotel. He had stayed there for 3 weeks and he couldn't leave the room.
Can I move this over here somewhere?
Yeah, you can unplug it. Oh, both you can move that other cord too.
Shit, after that, I ran and got that shingle shot. Right? Yes. When I turned 50, I got my shot.
Oh, why you usually get them after 50?
No, that's when they recommend it at 50.
I heard it's painful.
Might be wiping them.
Jack said that shot might be why you limping. Full of motherfucking immunizations. What they call? What's the flu? Discovered. With polio. Not polio. Smallpox. The slave that had the vaccines.
Penicillin. What is the smallpox? What is it? Cure smallpox? It's not penicillin.
Oh no. But there was an African slave who came up with vaccines.
So that's why you live today. Got shit to do with
He
shit.
said it might be white.
No, it's not. It's doing this because I over exercise on the treadmill.
Okay.
That's why you're limping?
This my fingers are hurt because
Didn't exercise.
okay.
It's the difference.
Did exercise?
Did not.
No.
Oh.
Didn't.
Did. D-I-N-T. Did.
I was going automatic.
Yeah, push it up.
That wasn't always there, was it?
What?
Fridge.
Yeah.
Well, you had those bottles of water, remember?
Girl, this has always been on the door.
Now, the rest of
Oh, huh.
the
Now, listen, I don't need no friends with Alzheimer's or dementia.
I'm in the refrigerator. Had those bottles of water.
It's always been here.
I had those bottles of water because this president got into office, and I know he don't fuck some things up.
Here.
Shit, the other house had them too.
Yeah.
Walk like that.
I know that's why.
What is going on with this refrigerator? It needs to be clean.
I know, I'm gonna get the cleaning lady to do it.
Yeah, what is this?
Yes, if you had chicken pox, you can get shingles.
I'm gonna close this. No, if you haven't had chicken pox, then it's gonna be worse because the chicken pox virus lives in our body.
Right, but they're saying that if you've had chicken pox,
You still can get it, yeah.
yeah, you
Because
get
the virus is
like
in your body.
It's forever like herpes, huh?
Yeah. Well, the virus stays dormant in your body until you get the vaccination. But if you haven't,
Well, the difference between chicken pox and herpes is herpes flares up, bitch.
Okay, right.
chicken pox is not.
Oh, it'll
Unless you get. No. What my
it's
aunt
scared
got?
of the shingles.
My aunt got chicken pox. She was 6 because she had never had it as a child. So her grandbaby had it, and she got it from the grandbaby. And it was horrible. She was older.
A grown ass retired woman with chicken pox.
And it developed to shingles because
Oh,
that's what made it even worse.
Right.
that's horrible.
I guess it was painful.
And I didn't see it until I saw the young man I worked with. And he was in pain. I was like, oh God. And it was on his face.
Oh.
Yeah, because it breaks out in different spots on the body.
I heard it was painful.
You don't want it. Trust me, baby, you don't want it. Hello, people.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
Come on over here, knees.
What you been saying? Hello.
Do you like this invitation for the luau?
It's kind of childish, but
I know you're not putting pictures of palm trees on there. I know you got
is she black? Is she
Well, she's Hawaiian.
I was about to say Polynesian.
No, you don't have what was Mulan.
Well, I don't have any control over what punch bowl puts on
What's
here.
your punch bowl?
What should I put? What about this?
Dumplings?
Well, what about
Yeah, don't put no childish character on it.
what about that one?
You'll show her the first one with the little white girl. I mean,
She wasn't white.
Polynesian girl.
Oh hell.
That's what I said. That's very childish.
Well, what about
That ain't gonna kill shit to it though, right?
right?
I can't be like black, white, and silver. You know those.
What about
colors,
this?
those Asian colors.
So it ain't gonna look like no luau?
I mean, it's the paper.
Girl, it's electronic.
It ain't really gonna be no paper.
I mean, what I'm.
It's really just going to a bitch's email or cell phone.
I'm saying the paper.
What about this one?
That don't look like that's no Hawaii nothing.
I don't even match your house.
Go back to the woman, the thing in the middle child.
Now the invitation got to match the house. What about this?
What's that says about luau? What does that say about luau? They don't even give luau presents.
It sure doesn't.
No, they get so much. What they have?
Like a senior citizen home.
Like an Indian thing.
Are you through to do? You're gonna keep this one. Because I'm gonna take this one home. These will be yours. And we each gonna get a sugar one. Are you supposed to divide?
It keeps freezing. What's going on?
We will do what?
Give Angela one.
What's the internet?
Well, you give. I just want these two. Now, do I want the sugar? I mean, I should try the sugar.
What just taste it? She can taste what she.
Let me taste some sugar because that one was starting to get real sweet.
Sugar don't mean it's not gonna be sweet. It's just with a different. It's probably with sugar, alcohol, amongst it.
But it's plant-based.
You ain't been over here so long. I don't remember what your code is to sign into your phone.
Well, you know what?
That motherfucker.
That these stalkers and diggers don't.
Oh, this is thick, Jack.
Ain't it thick? I don't even know if I want to try that.
I ain't got no,
It's good.
I ain't got no oil in it.
That was good though. That was good.
Why she got these sunglasses on?
What you gonna put?
Because I put them right there so I keep up with them.
Here. What you gonna put?
They bothering you.
I hope we're still in the camera view.
I just moved the cord so I wouldn't slam.
Well, you moved the entire phone.
Jane put
Just
it on the
piece
counter.
of apple. Just a corner.
She killed herself with these.
This is really thick.
Is that? It's actually good.
This is chocolate hazelnut spread sugarless.
And you don't even like chocolate. He doesn't care.
Okay.
Yeah, that was cute.
I'll take these two. You can do these dark chocolates and chocolate hazelnut butter. You can do what you want to do with that.
I don't know why it's freezing, y'all. The internet's been acting funny today. It's stormed today. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Let me
Let you.
I do have a topic I want to discuss with you.
what's that?
This is the latest thing that's out here, and I have my opinion on it because I think now people jump on these bandwagons of okay, it's now time to double team this person when you were in the moment.
Oh, they saying it's the YouTube server. I thought so because when I tried to log in earlier, it was acting funny. But go ahead. What were you saying, Elliot?
Y'all eating all that. Wait till you be hungry and we come down here and crack that thing open.
No, that's the simplest one. I'm saying everybody's jumping on Tyra Banks. About
Did you watch it?
No, I'm gonna watch it, but I
It
don't
was
like
good.
I don't like the presentation because when you get on a reality show, and I'm asking you since you have been in this experience from a different angle, you're going in with the idea that it's a reality show. I'm going to do what they tell me to do. So why are you complaining after the fact when you could have easily just left the show when it was happening?
Right. See, the thing is, I can see both sides of it. Like, I can see how it was shameful the way that those girls were treated. Excuse me, not just in terms of like how they were on the show, but just how they were treated by the judges. You know, and like there's a scene where one of the girls they were modeling with these guys, and she felt uncomfortable because one of the guys kept touching her, and she said, "I don't like the way," you know what I'm saying. So like that objectification, none of that shit would have happened today. But you got to remember, this was also in the beginning of reality TV.
It's like what is the real world?
Yeah,
It was the original television show that did reality, and it was totally different.
exactly. So like all of that was brand new, and then you had all of these networks that were trying to jump into the reality TV space, and everybody was trying to be so sensational and da-da-da. We now have experienced Me Too. And then you've seen what's happened with like Puffy, with all of them girls, and like you've seen so many of these different things happening where it's almost like that shit would have been unheard of today. Like they wouldn't have gotten away with any of that shit today. Now, part of what, and I don't completely blame Tyra, even though there are people who are like, she said that she wasn't overproductive because one of the girls got raped. Well, not raped, but one of the girls had sex with a boy.
But that's my problem right there.
And it was consensual.
Why were you having sex on a reality?
Right. So she was saying that it was a day that she hadn't really eaten because they had been shooting all day. And then, of course, they were all conscious of their weight, so they weren't really eating a lot and shit like that. So she said they were all drinking wine, and before she knew it, she was inebriated. But my thing is, I see fault on both sides.
Exactly.
One, it was consensual. I mean, like, yeah, you had drinks and stuff like that. It wasn't like she told the boy to stop. Like, how was he supposed to know that, she wasn't in her right mind, so to speak, right? It wasn't like she was falling down and drunk.
Well, then, even though you're not in your right mind, of us both being college students, I've seen people that were intoxicated. But when they were being touched, they still knew the difference. Stop. Don't do that.
Yes. And it was also, I don't know why they filmed it.
That was my question.
Like, why would they film it? Like, they shouldn't have been filming it. Like, production should have been like, hey, even if they didn't stop them because they were grown, they shouldn't have filmed that.
Well, that was part of the agreement, though. They said when they signed, they said they were filming everything all day, every day.
Well, they all had been drinking. But what I'm telling you is, it wasn't like she was vomiting and falling down and all that. They were all drinking. So what I'm saying is, where is the line of, oh, well, she's not really in her right mind, so I probably should. I can't necessarily say he took advantage of her. I can't necessarily say based on what I saw.
Correct.
So, and then my other thing is, we all watched it. Like on that documentary, they talk about how it was doing like 100 million views, or ratings were like in the hundred of millions.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, but we watched it. So it's like we're looking at the show now, 20 years later, with these new sensitivities. That's what I'm saying. We had Me Too. We've seen what happened with Puffy and all these other people with this, all of this stuff that's happened in the music industry, in the film industry, the entertainment industry in general. So we're looking at it with new sensitivities. And I give this, and I'm going to talk about this on Fact Talk. We're supposed to do a show tomorrow. The thing is, it's just like with the Kevin Hart thing. Remember, like a handful of years ago when they told him that he couldn't host the Oscars because they dug up some tweet from 10 years before where he had said something about
was it a racial something or
no, he had said something about the gays. He said if my son was gay, I'll beat his ass or beat whatever he said. My thing is, we all have evolved. And I say this all the time. We got to leave room for people to evolve and for people to grow. I believe that there are probably things, I'm sure that there are, I can't think of anything right off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are things that I have written or said in the beginning of my posting, like before they were live videos and shit like that. I'm sure I've posted things or tweeted things. You could probably dig up some shit. But that was however many years ago. Like, we hold people to a standard as if we all haven't had to grow and evolve and those kind of things.
We hold people to a standard we don't hold ourselves to.
Exactly. And so my thing is, that show was what, 2002 or 3 or something like that?
Early 2000.
Right. So it's like, that was 23 years ago, at least 25 years ago.
I just don't like the fact that all these years later, you're blaming one person for your own actions. As a contestant on that show, you could have easily left. And they said she wanted to leave. Then they filmed about the whole pregnancy scare. I remember that part where she didn't know she was pregnant and she took the morning out and all that stuff. I'm like, baby, you have to either have some morals and values and say, no, we're not doing this. And I'm
right. And then there's the other part of, well, I already said I don't think they should have filmed when she was having sex. I can't say it was sexual assault. I think that's a little extreme to call it sexual assault, because she was definitely participating. And again, maybe maybe her inhibitions were down because she was drinking. And maybe if she wasn't drinking, she would have been thinking, I have a boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. Because, we all know that when you have a drink, you're a little more loose and you might do a little something that you may not have normally done. But I can't say that she wasn't in her right mind. So sexual assault, I personally think that's a little...
I didn't see the sexual assault because she was participating.
Right.
Now, at no point that we saw...
They say, stop. I don't want to do this.
Yes.
She was all in it. She was laughing. She was rolling up with him. I mean, I can't say that.
And that was before she got intoxicated.
And that was before she got intoxicated. She was sitting there laughing and giggling with the boy. But my other thing is, the judges were just as bad. Like they were saying that she looked like a drag queen when she was. I'm not talking about the same girl. I'm talking about different girls. They said she looked like a drag queen, or they were really rough with them, and so it was just like there were different sensitivities. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but again, going back to the Kevin Hart example, it's like y'all mad with Kevin Hart because again, I know that it was wrong for him to say I would whip my son's ass if he was gay, and he tweeted that out. But what I'm saying is, obviously, it wasn't a big deal in the world at that time because that tweet went into the world and nobody made a big deal about it 15 years ago. But now, 15 years later, it's a big deal and it's politically incorrect to say shit like that. And now you want to cancel him and not let him host the Oscars for some shit that happened 15 years ago. And so my thing is, she didn't black out right away. Y'all talking about she blacked out later. He wasn't having sex with her while she didn't black out in the moment.
They act like they was in the room.
Right, she blacked out later. That was later. And so what I'm saying is, I just think that it's sometimes crazy because, like, those of you who don't live your life in front of a camera, whether it's this camera or TV or movie, it's easy for you to say what somebody should be judged for or this, that, and third. We don't know your life. I'm sure that if we took a fine-tooth comb and looked through your life and saw some shit you did in high school or some shit you said on social media when you first got on social media, we probably looking at you like, cancel her motherfucking ass, cancel his ass. So my thing is, you got to leave room for people to grow. And
Also, you got to take responsibility for your own actions.
Yeah.
I would still go back to the point that they're trying to make those contestants as victims when they were not held against their hostage. They want to be famous. So people do things to get that fame, and it's things that go against what may be morally,
right.
correct.
And do I think it was wrong? Some of that shit was absolutely wrong. Some of it was absolutely wrong. And I'm just like, just from a moral standard. It was just like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, they really doing that? But if you think about it, those of you who are talking about some of the stuff that happened on that show and it was wrong, some of y'all are watching some of this same toxic ass TV right now. I say all of the time, I've never seen Love and Hip Hop. I've never seen, what's that other shit? Basketball Wives. I used to watch the Housewives franchise. I used to watch Married to Medicine. I probably haven't watched any of those things for 5 years.
I haven't.
But some of you still watch that stuff. And what I'm saying is, if you think that shit was bad back then, it's just as bad now. Some of y'all got memberships to Zeus Network. So it's like you're supporting the same stuff. So what's the difference?
Well,
so it's like, if you feel such a way about that, then you shouldn't be subscribed to any of those.
When I say this, why all of a sudden now these very same people have complaints, but when it was happening, you didn't open your mouth.
Yeah.
You didn't have a moral compass then. Not to say that it was wrong, right, but Tyra also shows them young ladies and men that when you're in the modeling world, you're going to experience some of these negative rejections and people going to be just nasty.
Right. People watching baddies. I've never seen
I think
baddies.
that's disgusting. That bad is them girls. They just hood rat young ladies who fight the whole.
What's it, a subscription or something? What is it?
No, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen any of those. But the other thing too is that there were things that I definitely feel like. So for example, the whole premise of America's Next Top Model, they were very young, and so like some of them weren't going to just leave because when you're young, you don't always speak up for yourself because you're young, and then you got this girl who's famous, this model, and you want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're intimidated by her fame, and then you're looking at her, and then you're young and you haven't really stepped into your own. Not everybody. You know what I mean? Some of us speak up, but then some don't. You know what I'm saying? So I give grace for that too, because some of those girls just weren't going to speak up. But then, and this is why I say it goes back to your childhood and how you're raised. And this is why I say all of the time that it is important for us to love our kids, and their home should be a safe landing space or place. So when they go into the world, they can advocate for themselves and they can speak up for themselves. But when you beat your kids down, and their self-esteem is in the toilet, and you're talking to them crazy, they don't know how to speak up and advocate for themselves. Then they move into the world. They don't know how to ask for a raise at their job. They don't know how to speak up for themselves with HR. They get into relationships where they walked all over. You know what I'm saying? So I give those girls grace because they were young. But now the problem that I have with Tyra in the production of the show is she said the whole premise for her starting the show, America's Next Top Model, was about going against the standard of beauty that they had outlined, right? You didn't have to have perfect teeth. You didn't have to be a size 0 or 2 or whatever the fuck you're supposed to be when you're a model. You were supposed to be going against all of those things, right? Well, then why you make that girl Danielle close her gap?
She suggested it. They didn't close it. She still has her gap.
Yeah, but they
They
closed
put
a little
piece in it.
But my thing is, and I don't know how many of you know this, but black people tend to have gappy teeth because that's rooted in our ancestry.
He tend to have what?
Gappy teeth. A gap. And you know what I'm saying? Like I had a gap down at the bottom, on my bottom row, right in between these middle ones, these baby ones. But I had braces. But the thing is, that reaches to our ancestry. But my thing is, if the show was supposed to be about going against the social norm of the standard, then why make her do that? And then the same thing with the girl Kim, she follows me on Instagram too. I can't think of her name. The one, well, you haven't watched it yet, but the one who said she didn't like the boys touching on her and she felt the way. They kept telling her she had a stomach and what you eating? But even she said they kept editing her eating this bagel like she was eating 4 or 5 bagels. She said it was the same bagel, and when you look at it, it had a few bites on it. Then they cut it, and then they came back to it. Then it was a whole bagel again.
That's why I want to ask you. The producers are creating storylines.
They're creating story.
You got to create sensation to get the viewers in.
Exactly.
You show her eating the bagel 5 times, then you can say she's got a pooch because she's eating too much.
Exactly. But she told Danielle she would go home, but she didn't close that gap.
Oh, did she?
She did.
But I remember she still has.
Yeah, it went slightly. She did a little slight one. But I remember watching that show, and I was a fan of the show. I used to watch it. And so again, we're all complicit because we watched it and we saw what was happening. But to your, was that my liquor? And to my, well, you're gonna need your ID.
What's the code?
They ain't give me no code.
What's the code?
Well, what's the code to this phone?
Yeah.
Hi. I think not Nigel. I think Miss J Alexander, J Manuel. I think they're all complicit too. Janice Dickinson, the way that they talk to those girls, because they beat those girls' self-esteem down. And I understand that yes, they could be treated like that in the real world, in the modeling world, da 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 da. But that doesn't mean that you have to give them practice. That don't mean you have to beat them up. I think that you should prepare them. Yeah, I DoorDash some liquor. I think that they should have prepared them. And like I'm saying to you guys about when you have kids at home, you love on your kids and you prepare them for the shit that they're gonna encounter in the world.
So we leave this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And let me think I saw this we got some lemons.
Do they have the
I'll show you your ID.
This ain't the limoncello. A cream liqueur.
This is the wrong thing, or did he?
I think it's let me see. I don't think it's the one I chose. Well, this is the brand, but was it cream?
That's not the one you see. It might
No,
be good.
it might be good.
Or did they pick the wrong one? They could have missed it.
No, that ain't the one I chose.
They may not know.
I'm
They
sure.
may not know.
Who picks the food? The DoorDasher?
Yeah. Yeah, this says all natural. Oh, well, this says all natural too.
But is the color different? It's
Let me
cream. It's
see.
cream.
Back to the
Yeah, because it could have been out. He may not know nothing about limoncello. He might have saw that and thought,
Is that right?
yeah, that's right, and this is right. Bro, this little tiny ass thing of Chambord.
that should be.
Yeah, well, that's like
8
Just a
ounces.
little bit.
that's like $2.50 or something, isn't it? This is not the limoncello I wanted.
You want to call him back?
Yeah, this ain't the one. I didn't choose no queen. Yeah, this ain't the one I chose.
Message him.
Let me hit this. I don't know if we can message him. He's gone.
Well, you can message him.
I'm message to help.
Because they pick the stuff, right? They go through and actually pick it off
Yeah.
the pile.
Yeah,
See, that's I don't like that.
but this ain't the one I wanted. Where is the help button?
I don't know about that. 'Cause I've always sold food. So.
Of course. Of course. Okay.
Pouring liquor.
Right. Because I had a taste for a little limoncello. Where is the help button?
So you came, because then he's gonna come back to ask for a review.
They probably gonna have me take a picture.
Well, be ready for him. Finish it. He's gonna come back and say, what did you think of his service? Blah, blah, blah. And he can say,
I'm trying to get to the help button.
Nah, you want the right stuff.
Right. The right stuff, baby. I don't wanna miss out on the. Y'all remember that song? Ooh, yeah. Let me sing it again.
Vanessa Williams.
Yes. Na, 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 na. Eh, eh, eh.
You find that button.
Okay. Nah, there. Right. Oh, here, settings.
ooh.
I want to bring this up because you've been on the production side, and when they kept saying producers create these storylines, I said, let me ask Fred, how does that work?
And that was the other thing. When she said, when they talked about the girl having sex,
When she said, I don't know anything about
she
it.
said, I don't know anything about that.
I can't speak on that. But
Yeah, she said, I can't speak on that because I don't see all of the edits or cuts. I'm not always there. But then on another clip in the show, she says, oh, I'm a master editor. You know, and I see, like, you're the EP. You see everything before it go out. That's not.
Well, that's the other thing that I look at Jay Manuel. You want to sit there and say Tyra was lying, but you were part of the machine too.
Right. That's it.
But people, protect their own investments because if maybe he feels if he ever said something, he's going to lose his job. And then kept saying he wanted to quit, but Tyra, and that I had a problem with that statement. Can nobody make you keep working nowhere?
That's right. And then you got upset because wrong item, sugar. These are not the ones I wanted. These are not the ones. Wrong one, sugar.
See,
I need a refund and replacement. ASAP, please. I'll take a photo. Yeah, because this is, I did not ask for cream liqueur, sugar.
You've never tasted it before.
No. I didn't select the cream liqueur. I chose the other. Yeah, she did contradict a lot. And again, and let's just be honest, sometimes it's hard to admit fault.
Yes, it is.
It's hard. For some people, yeah. And especially in front of the world like that on the TV screen. And then let's get to the part where Miss J is had a stroke and can't walk. Or I think he may be able to
He's
walk.
walking down when they did the video.
When they did that, right.
I just like how the three of them got on Sherry to try to make Tyra Banks as a villain when you were part of the machine. So if she's a villain, y'all are villains too because y'all were complicit.
Yes. And so, but the thing is, he was saying that she never came to visit him. And my thing is, I know there were people who were saying, but he knew her since she was 16 or 17. He taught her how to walk. But my thing is, there are people who go in different directions.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying whether or not she should have gone to see him or not. But what I am saying is there are people that I was friends with once upon a time. If they couldn't walk tomorrow, bitch, I'm not going to see them. And I don't care what nobody feel about that.
You already know how I feel about it.
You understand what I'm saying? So we don't know if something happened between them. I don't know.
I don't know. Because I'm a Libra, and when you're dead to me, you're dead to me.
When you're done, when I'm done, I'm done. Like, I just told Greg today, I could be in a room with you, bitch, and you be sitting right here. I won't even look at you. You won't even know know
You don't exist.
right. And so my thing is, I don't know if something happened between them or not. Um,
I just don't like people passing judgment when they don't know all the
Right.
facts. Because if it was us, you wouldn't want that same treatment. Not saying that she did everything right, she didn't. But at the same time, people made, like you said, decisions back then that they probably would have taken hindsight and said, "Ooh, I shouldn't have done that." I don't just like when they try to tear down a black person, but these white folks can do this shit all day long.
right.
And I don't see these black folks jumping on the camera. Ooh, they so bad. They don't say nothing.
And that's the other thing. Like, and so I try to look at it from both sides. Like at that time, she said on the show, she had gone to every single network.
Yeah.
UPN was very, very new.
Yeah.
They didn't have no programming over there. And my thing is, and here, let me go back to Miss J. If he had never lost his ability to walk, he wouldn't have given a damn if she had gotten in touch with him. Y'all obviously have been in touch all these years,
Right.
but now because you can't walk, she's all of a sudden supposed to feel some kind of a way. And the girl lives in Australia now.
Yeah.
So was she supposed to fly all the way back to the States to talk to someone that she hasn't talked to in, let's say, 10, 12, 15 years? And what you all don't know is a good friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name. I almost did. A good friend of mine, right, I'm not going to say his name, but he came to our New York Fact Talk show last year. But he's a hairstylist. And he did Tyra's hair for America's Next Top Model.
Mhm.
So they had other hairstylists on the set to do the models, but he was her dedicated hairstylist. He also he's done Holly Berry, he done Vanessa Williams, who I was just singing. He's done Queen Latifah. Like he's like a hairstylist. And so to make a very long story short, I'll give you one other little thing about him. He really encouraged me to move to LA. Like I had the little inkling to move to LA, but I was feeling a bit reticent about moving. And he said, Craig, you should go. He said, I think this could be really good for you. And so when I moved to LA, he and I hung out like that first month that I was there because he was working on America's Next Top Model. And that's when Nicki Minaj was on the show as a judge on the panel. So anyway.
What year was that?
When did I moved to LA? 2011.
Oh, that was
2011.
Last season.
Yeah. So
no, the middle season.
He and I have been talking about this documentary too. And one of the things that he said to me years ago, and I said this to him when I reached out to him the other day, I know you watched this documentary. He said, child, that's a mess. And I said to him, I said, but you know what? I said, I remember you saying to me years ago, I don't hang out with them girls. Tyra Banks, Vanessa Williams, all them girls that I just said. In fact, Queen Latifah watches Fag Talk. When he came to Fag Talk, he said to me, Queen was like, oh my God, because he and the makeup artist, because he was doing the Equalizer, the show with Queen. He was doing her hair.
Okay.
And so the makeup artist started turning it on when they were in the trailer.
Okay.
And so they've been there laughing and cutting up, right? They came to the show. And he told me later that when they went back on set, Queen was like, why y'all went to the show? Why y'all didn't tell me? But he told me years ago, he said, I don't hang out with them. He said, it's separate. He said, because my thing is, that's that phone over there. Sure. He said, I don't do all that. He said, because what happens is we get to hanging out, we going to the movies, going to lunch. Then it's like, oh, can you curl my hair? Can you put a few curls on my? He said, I don't do none of that. He said, my agent is going to send my invoice. Oh, this is DoorDash. Hello. Hi. Yes.
Huh?
Oh, you're sold out of the limoncello. Yeah, because this is. Yeah, I wanted to exchange it because this isn't the one that I selected in the app. I wanted the regular limoncello. You know, it's like yellow in color. Okay, and even if it's not the same brand, I'll take the other brand. Okay. Okay. All right, thank you. But he was like, no, I don't hang out with them. And so he said, because it can be awkward when you hanging out with them and then all of a sudden they don't want to pay you. So he has an agent, just like actors have an agent and all that. He has an agent, and before he even goes on set, they already got his money.
Oh, okay.
They already got his money. But
That's a good concept.
But yeah, I just think that, and again, Tyra definitely has some faults, but you got to remember this was the beginning of the reality TV space, and you got to give her some credit for trying to get a show on the air.
Eva
And
gave her some credit because she said
did.
without her, my career would be. So you got to give her her point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give her her point.
And Chikara, they didn't talk to the three girls who made it. You know what I'm saying? They talked to the girls who didn't make
But
it.
also, these people think just because I win, I'm gonna be a supermodel. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You have to have the right booking agent too. But you know, they give flat. That's what Eva said. Well, you didn't tell the part that Tyra was your manager.
Who said that?
They slapped back the girl. One girl who won in psych or something. She said, "Well, you didn't explain it." She says that Eva didn't tell the part that Tyra was her manager. That's why she became.
Oh, really? But again, Tyra definitely has some faults. I'm not saying that she didn't.
I'm not saying that either. I just don't like the gang up method.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I think her intentions were in the right place to try to create something, but they definitely got away from the original intent of the show.
But then you have to flip that script.
Definitely, she needs to be accountable.
What was she supposed to do? Okay, you see the footage that happened in the bedroom where it's happened. People got all these suggestions. What was she supposed to do as a producer? Go and say, okay, you're going to leave the show. He's going to leave the show because y'all can get a pro on sex with people. Hi. What's the sound of your shirt there? Wives. Oh, men.
Yeah, that one's fine. That one's fine. Yeah. I'll take the first one. Two of those first ones. The first one. Okay, thank you. All right, you too. Bye-bye.
If something happened like that on the show, what is a producer supposed to do after the fact? Because you don't see it until it makes it to the cutting floor.
Exactly, because she obviously wasn't there when they were filming. Because that was in their apartment. Correct. She wasn't there. But when she saw that footage, what they probably should have done was they probably should have gotten in touch with that girl. I think her name was Shandy. They should have gotten in touch with her. They probably should have given her some sort of counseling. They probably should have had a meeting with the boy, the male model. Mm-hmm. They probably should have reported it back to his agency. Mm-hmm. Like they should have had some sort of a protocol in place.
Well, let's fast forward. Remember Tyra Banks had a talk show. The girl was on the talk show.
Yes, and they showed clips of that in the show.
Now, if I've been violated, why am I going to wait 25 years? That's my problem with anything. If you've been violated and it's about the violation, I don't give a fuck what money I'm making, where I am, and I'm speaking from me.
Yeah.
I am going to say something. I'm not going to sit here and wait until everybody stands up, then I'll stand up too. I don't have that mentality.
Hey, Dexter. But I agree. And again, I just think that, because even like the girl who, I don't remember her name, was a black girl. She's beautiful too. The girl with the long hair. She had like a red suit. She said she's in real estate and something else. But the girl, God, I can't think of her name. But she had short hair on the show. But on this thing that we watched, her hair was long. And remember, she said her mom had been fatally shot and killed.
Oh yeah, she cleaned up the story that she said, stop believing everything y'all hear, misinformation.
Right, because they had her do a shoot where she had been shot, and so they knew that. So like, I don't know. I just felt like that was kind of fucked up that they had her do a shoot where they knew her mom had been killed.
Okay, let's flip it. You're a producer on Madison show.
Yeah.
Something happens that it's jarring for that person. As a producer, do you say, "Nah, baby, we gonna pull it out because that's insane."
Of course, that's TV, and that's what I'm saying. Like they're definitely gonna do that. But again, I think that people were unfamiliar with that kind of a tactic at that time because that was the beginning of reality TV. We know that that's what happens now, but in the beginning, but it's just like, damn, that's kind of fucked up that they would do that.
Yeah. She was actually on 3 networks.
Tyra?
Yeah, don't say it. I want to see if they're at the cabin. Do they know? Her show was on 3 networks for different cycles.
Oh, okay, probably so, yeah.
By the time they got here,
Yeah.
I wasn't watching it. But I watched it when it was here. I didn't even watch it when it was here.
Okay, but we're gonna remember. We're gonna take a picture.
Oh, I know. I remember it.
Okay. But yeah, so and speaking of the cabin, we got 6 or 7 slots left if you want to join us with the cabin, October 15th to the 18th. I was thinking, instead of letting them choose the rooms this time, I was thinking we could do like little things like that. And then first, whoever wins, they can go and choose their room first. Yeah, first, second, third, fourth, like that.
Oh, did you know that?
No.
I didn't know it was during that time frame. I thought it was in that was history break.
Right. And I think that is considered the first
It
reality.
is. It is the first one.
Yeah.
Because that time we were thinking about that. Child, we didn't even have internet then.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, we didn't have access to it. Let me say that.
Right.
No, I wanted to bring that up because I just don't like when people jump on a bandwagon and try to beat people down. And now I agree. She should have admitted her mistakes. But like you said, when you're in the spotlight, I don't know where her mind is, but I don't like that gang mentality when you can't say what a person should have done when you're not in those shoes.
Right.
And I said, let me ask you, because there's been some pivotal moments in these conversations about when Eva said it. She said, when I was on the Housewives, she said, I didn't deal with them people. She said, I would know their storyline because the producer would tell me.
That's it.
And I have to feed off that story to come into the scene. She said, so they're just telling me what they want me to know.
And here's the thing that I give Tyra credit for also. She was an executive producer on this documentary, on the docuseries. So the fact that she allowed the good, the bad, the ugly to be said, because she could have polished that up.
I could have scrubbed this.
She could have scrubbed this out and take that out.
Yeah.
I don't want them saying that about me. Because when you look at that Eddie Murphy docuseries, he only talked about his career. His documentary was about
He didn't talk about the trans.
He didn't talk about the transsexual. He didn't talk about none of that stuff that happened in the world.
And see, and I'm glad, and I saw you and Madison talk about that briefly on Fact Shop.
Yeah.
Let me say this to people, some of the viewers who are watching. You're dealing with an age bracket. I am a 70s baby.
Mm-hmm.
It was transvestite, it was tranny, all this transgender. Y'all not finna sit here and make people in my age range conform to what you want me to say. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
Or better yet, it's like you're gonna hold people accountable for something that, you know what I'm saying, when you didn't know any better before. You know what I'm saying?
Like the little boys who was calling sissy or a fag.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, don't come at me with, oh, that's the right word. Girl, you didn't grow up in my shoes, so stop doing that. That's why when you said when people become transgender, and you have to give the parents and the family members grace because they're losing a child that they've always known. And now you want me to just automatically say, you're this person, I've got to learn this person because that's not somebody who I'm familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean they love them any less, but it is a process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got a cousin that's one, and it was a process.
And that's why I always say about the whole non-binary thing. It's not that I don't believe that it exists. I believe that non-binary people exist. I believe there are people who do not identify as male or female. They just feel like a human being, a person. They don't feel more male or more female. I believe it exists. But if you look like a male to me, or if you look like a female to me, I'm going to call you by your name. Because if you look like a man, I know naturally I'm going to be inclined to say him, he. If you look like I'm going to be naturally inclined to say she and her. Right. So I don't mix it up and I don't offend you. Just tell me your name and I'm going to stick to that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then like when people get upset about that, well, that's disrespectful. Hi.
There's no more respectful than calling a person by their name. That is your name. All this, because I always give the scenario. When you go to Bank of America, do you sign the check, we bitch?
That part.
Or do they ask for your name and your ID? Does your ID say we? Fuck out of here.
But it was a great documentary. If you have not seen it.
I just put this been on the lines, and I'm just like, stop giving this woman so much negative press. The people who were in the same boat with her are the ones who are shouting the loudest.
Yeah, they talk.
And Janice Dickinson ain't got shit to say with her mushed up face. Why is she saying anything?
Yeah, they talk. I mean, because she was nasty to those girls.
Janice has always been nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't on that documentary because she's on another one.
She's on another one. But they did talk about how she and Kyra were bumping heads behind the scenes, and Kyra was sick about it.
Yeah, because it was Kyra's show, but Janice wanted to shine like, because she's trying to say she was the first top model. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
That's her little claim to fame, is how she think. I was the first. No, girl, this is still my show. You're a guest.
Yeah.
I pay your check. You don't pay mine.
Yeah.
And she's on the documentary that she's coming out. She's retired because she's too busy counting her money. And I'm looking at them like, girl, you are really salty because that girl got money.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Okay. I just want the perspective because when she said about producers, I'm like, is that really how it is?
That was crazy.
But as the person who's doing the show, just like let's do the Carmichael show. That's his name. When he did the HBO documentary.
Carmichael, yeah, the Carmichael show.
When he was going to solicit guys that he's meeting on the internet or meeting on apps and going to have sex with them, he had to clear that, right? It doesn't.
Yeah, because they first and foremost they have to sign waivers that they could be on TV.
Okay.
So they knew that they were going to be on TV.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't just put people on camera and they not know. And then plus when they walked in, they saw them lights and cameras and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you still got to get them to sign something.
Yeah, it may make it to the editing floor, then it may not. So, but you just have to be okay with either way.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that you don't try to hold them accountable or liable for, putting you on air without your knowledge, because people would say that shit. I have people signing shit to come over here to do television.
Speaking of cameras, my former friend who's now doing pole dancing instructor is part of season 3 of The Pike.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, he told you.
I saw the video.
Let me see.
I don't know if he's teaching or he's participating.
Let me see.
It's on his Instagram.
But wait, it's crazy because Nico and I have been hanging out a little bit. He called me the other day, the guy who plays Uncle Clifford. And
what's he called? Pussy Valley?
P Valley.
Oh, okay.
And but that's what it stands for, Pussy Valley. And so, what is that backing up?
I don't know.
You see they building this house over here?
Babe, I saw they cleared that lot quick.
Yes, they took down trees, but that one tree fell over.
He's gonna do it.
When I tell you that motherfucking tree fell over, and I was like, "Good God Almighty!"
Oh, the tree fell?
Bitch, I felt they cut it down and it fell, and this whole house shook.
Oh, damn.
But
I
don't know when they're gonna bring P Valley back.
They're in production. They're in their tape.
No, they done.
Are they done?
Yeah, he said they were done, but they don't. He don't know when they're gonna.
Well, it's on Stars, right? Is it still gonna be on Stars? That's the.
Was P Valley on Stars?
Stars.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it was on Stars.
I need to find his Instagram page because I was like, oh, because he was on set. And I was like,
let me find it.
Are we participating now?
You said that.
He says yes. I don't know to what capacity.
Right.
Well, you never know where people may see you.
You never know. Child, somebody else that died. I'll open up Instagram, child.
Where is it?
Child, the children are just checking out of here, honey.
That's like you say, you gotta enjoy life. Baby.
Okay. His name is.
So what was his name on here?
He follows me on Instagram, but I don't know his Instagram name.
So I don't think. Oh, Adonis.
Yeah, that's it.
That was something. So when this up here, this is people who are recent or something? I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
because you have to scroll if they haven't posted anything for recent. So I want to just learn how to use AI for doing. Mike taught me that this is why I don't like AI.
What is
because
it?
people are creating videos and making images that's really not true.
Right.
And that's just giving people a more advanced way to catfish people.
It is. And look at how they creating all this stuff with these celebrities that ain't really
correct.
And even like natural disasters, they make me think shit happening.
But that's also putting people with a projection of how weak these people's minds are. You get somebody killed doing that.
Oh, this is mantra. What about this?
Where'd she get that from?
Mantra, where you get these?
That's more mature. I would prefer that. I just don't want to be kidding you. Child, where are you?
Mantra, where you get this? Let me I don't know what's going on with this waffle. If I was trying to look at the
Right here. He's on the set.
He must not follow me no more because I couldn't find his page.
Oh, you can see who's people
Oh,
following?
he does still follow me. I couldn't find his page though. Wait, which one is it? This one?
Mm-hmm. It's either he's in the trailer.
Uh-huh. Well, good for him.
Maybe you're giving him a lesson. Maybe he's in the scene.
Oh, she did it on Canva.
Wait, the cabbage get about.
Let me go over here to Canva. Canva.com. What's that? The dessert? Oh, those are black beans, huh? In that bowl. Hmm. I sure wish I had a little something to nibble on.
Oh, child, it's coming. So,
That thing.
so is what's the name sold out?
What?
Fag Talk in what's the island? Antigua.
Not the double rooms, but the singles are.
Oh, there's still some double
There's
rooms
a
left.
double room.
Let's get them tickets, people.
Okay. And we're about to announce
Dominican.
yeah.
I want to go. I'm just so leery about these timeshares. I mean these all inclusives because I've been seeing such horror stories with the bugs and and it's different when you're in a different country. They don't really
Bugs?
Yeah, roaches. One man, because I go to YouTube and look at the reviews, honey. The children had roaches and
Not roaches.
roaches, honey. He had video of the roaches crawling in the room. He went to the front desk, and the woman said, "Oh, we can give you some bug spray." Girl, what? See, that's what I have a problem with when you travel and it's not a chain that I have some status at. When you go to these off chain,
Right.
Well, we'll give you some roast spray. No, girl, you finna give me my coin.
Okay, what about this one?
All of those look more mature than that elementary one. I'm just saying it. That was childish.
Okay. Uh-huh. But she makes this good.
Jack said it too. She just didn't want you to hear it. Say it again, Jack. Wow. Time to settle this. Lord have mercy. Do you still don't have the screen? Give me this card. What is it? Actor screen?
Mm-mm.
How do you get it?
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Because then I'm gonna. I don't know. I really don't know how you get that.
You have to book a commercial or something, don't you?
I think you pay dues, membership dues.
But you just can't get it because you want it, right?
Right. Thank you.
You got to be in something to get it.
It's just a little something, a little salmon, something.
Girl, don't look over here. It's the same thing.
I was wondering why I'm eating with a salad for. Oh, this is a salad.
It's an appetizer.
Oh, okay. Yours is a salad for?
Yes.
Is this wild caught salmon?
It is.
Thank you.
It was called at Wild Ass the Farmers Caps International Market.
Now, what were you going to say?
That's cute.
I'm trying to figure out how you get this card, girl.
Oh, I think you pay a membership, but I don't know if you can just join.
But even with you being on the show, you can't get one because you was a runner, a showrunner. You can't get one because you was not actually in the reality show.
So they were supposed to have a segment from Fag Talk on P Valley. Did I tell you that?
Yeah. Yeah, this is good.
It is good. And what they were gonna do was, because on what's the rapper's name on the show?
Murder.
C Murder. So Fag Talk, me and Madison were gonna do a scene where like, child, you heard about C Murder? It was gonna be like a scene from Fag Talk. And then when they realized that I wasn't union, they couldn't use it. Because they were trying, there was gonna be like something they were gonna just put in the show, and they were already at the end of production, and they didn't have time for me to apply and do all that. So,
have you thought about applying since then?
No,
I think you need to apply.
I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi, y'all. I don't know. Let me try to Is that for me?
No, I just got that out.
Oh. Hopefully that's better. Oh, maybe get off the Wi-Fi? Let's try that. Let's see. Let's see if that works better. Let me know. This salad is cute. Why? I mean, why you not going here?
Because I haven't eaten mine like yours. Like I
No,
said,
you're not big a piece of fish.
no, I do not. It's the same thing. You, Jack, you already know what we dealing with.
No, you do have bigger pieces of fish.
I think you gotta chomp down these.
Craig, you've eaten most of your food.
My fish pieces weren't big like that.
You've eaten it. That's what.
Mm-mm.
I hope you start looking for things to do in Hawaii because
I don't want us to call it. It ain't a dinner party, is it? The luau.
No,
what is it?
first was so.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be.
No, it's not a dinner party. It's sit down with no folks. It's not. And
Is this better?
Where you said Jack, so they won't think they've been sitting down being silly.
no more information. We'll ask them where they can order their they want to order lays like from this specific place.
Mm-hmm.
They can get their own.
You mean real A's?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I get mine in Hawaii.
It's not gonna still be
You didn't catch it. I'll get my real one in Hawaii. I don't need no real one over here.
right, but when we come back, it ain't gonna still be living.
I don't need one over here. I've had one lady.
That are not all not made out of flowers.
Oh.
You can get one that's they've got some what they call meow ones or whatever. They're wood. They're gorgeous.
And where are they supposed to get these things from?
They can get them from the website or you can bring them home from Hawaii.
Well, what about going to be late?
Okay, so far this is better. Okay, good.
Look, Jack, I'm in my virginity mode. I'm reclaiming my virginity.
That could never happen. The fucking he did in his day.
Don't y'all believe that bullshit Greg is spitting. I was a church boy.
And they usually be the ones.
No, you ain't talking to First Lady Smith.
I didn't say what you said.
But you gonna holler and co-sign what he said.
I didn't say what you said.
Did y'all know Jack was the first lady of a church at one time?
Okay.
We care. Tell him.
Jack was the first lady of a church, honey. Huh? This is why you be hiding.
Why does the male name be hiding?
It was First Lady Smith. Her last name was Smith at the time.
They gonna try to Google it. They gonna Google it.
They ain't gonna make no picture of the
I
church.
don't know. Nan that.
We're gonna have you on OnlyFans.
No, ma'am.
All that damn fish he got over here. Where the rest of the fish?
It's 2 pieces on my plate, or
Fair girl.
you can get one of those.
She is so nasty.
And greedy.
I think next time we put this combination together.
Well, you know, you're the same girl that didn't want to try ahi tuna.
That is so 1990. I did try the ahi tuna, bitch.
But you didn't want to at first.
I wasn't familiar with the species.
That's how you are sometimes. You're gonna be like this again today when I finish with your ass. But I don't care.
Well, you know I'm delicate.
Is that what you I don't believe it.
I guess I need to order some more vegan mayo because that's almost gone.
Not cool.
I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just saying.
What you should have had is some real mail for these crab cakes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it.
Say it again, Jack. And I said a cracker.
Felicia was like, We need to come over. I haven't seen Jack and Elliot in a while. I ain't seen Jack. I ain't seen Elliot.
Not since Dave Moore said I haven't seen you since Thanksgiving. I haven't seen anybody except Jack since Thanksgiving.
You haven't seen Jack since when?
Thanks. Since before we went to Africa.
They had the Chinese food.
You said, did I see who?
Have you talked to Felicia since Fat Talk when DC when she called when Felicia?
Yeah, I talked to her the other day.
She said.
She said, I usually look online to see. She said before I call you, I usually look to see if you're on live. She said, not peak and you weren't on live. And so I called you. She said, Chad, you were sitting on stage.
Oh, that was funny.
I said, girl.
Oh, that's why he wasn't on live.
Live. She said it didn't even occur to me that she could have been somewhere doing stuff. All right, let's see which ones you think.
I think if you pick any one of those, it would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, but you think on me.
What you like?
Right.
Yeah.
Since you've been away, I've been down and lonely. Plate is clear, Demetria. So is Elliot's.
Yeah. But that's your second plate.
Yeah.
I saw you dip them bees out that bowl, honey. That's your second bowl.
Twice. Somebody said Elliot, I wasn't like he going to play golf. Right.
And can't play and can't swing up.
Which one?
I like the one in the middle.
I do too. Okay. Which one of these?
Which ones? I like color. I like the one in the middle at the top. It's a little feminine, but
It is feminine. So between that one and this one, I think.
No, I go with the one at the bottom.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like
I
this.
don't like the mask on that other one.
Oh, let's go.
We have a Sprite knife. I don't like how that looks.
Mm-hmm.
I need to add a picture of us on my other phone, which I don't. And I'm trying to decide, should I keep David's phone?
I meant to answer that earlier.
Keep that. Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Canva is, I got to actually print this.
You can't just email it? Oh, to put the words on it?
They don't have an email version or electronic version?
Mantra? I don't know anything about that.
Oh, yeah, I done wasted my time sitting up here. We ain't actually mailing nothing out now. This needs to go electronically.
Maybe Mantra can tell you how to do it electronically.
Mantra, can this be done electronically? I don't know. I'm sure they come on with this limoncello. I'm ready to have me a limoncello.
The stores was fine. The people were very nice. I told Craig they were exceptionally nice because he had built a rapport with them. His stuff had been there since 2017. And Craig and I was doing the math. 2017 at $124 a month.
That's a long time.
That's an extra.
And that reminds me, those of you who have these storage units, get rid of that storage unit.
If you can.
If you have not gone in there and pulled things out since you opened that storage unit, let it go.
Get rid of the stuff, first of all, because you ain't worn it in 2
You probably don't even remember what's in there.
Nope.
And if you don't even feel like being bothered with going over there, just let those people auction that thing off. Stop paying for it.
Because you find people like me that have to come behind you if something happens to you and your family. And they're like, why do they have this junk?
It's so interesting because when I was home this last time, I stayed with my dad one of those nights.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like,
here's the auction.
He sure got a lot of stuff in here that I'm going to have to be responsible for getting out of here when he passed. I sure was thinking that.
This is the auction, so they give you it. People bid because they just take a picture of what's available. And people making these low bids, $20, $30. So people really get your stuff for $10 to $20. Right.
So Elliot has a friend who passed away, and he had a storage unit, and he had the storage unit
since 2017.
Since 2017. Niece, that's 9 years, and it was how much a month?
$144 a month.
It was $144 a month. Now, obviously, it wasn't that when he first started, but still, even if we just on a conservative,
$1,700 a year.
That's $1,700 a year at $144. But let's just say from
$15,000 in 9 years.
$15,000 in 9 years.
Jesus.
Get rid of that storage unit.
Exactly. The amount of money he spent for the storage unit, the stuff in it wasn't worth it.
That's what I'm saying. And I tell people all the time, you might as well just go ahead and sell that stuff. Like, I got a friend right now who got
Ask the stuff.
that part. I got a friend right now. He said, my whole apartment. Did you all know this? Let me ask you this. I got a friend who has stuff in his storage unit right now. He's renting a room, but his apartment is in a storage unit. Have you ever heard this? Where the monthly rate is based on the market rate? So every month it can change?
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. Do you know your mortgage is worth? You have, if you don't have a fixed rate, you have an adjustable.
Yeah, I know, but I ain't never heard that with no goddamn storage unit.
Yes, they do. Some of them, they do adjustable, they do market rate.
So it's based on the market rate. So every month it could change in price. So, but I said to myself, you might as well sell all of that stuff and just buy something new when it's time.
Yeah, because you're wasting money.
You wasting money. That's crazy.
Your friend had that problem. North Carolina had that problem.
Oh, really?
He had.
Yeah. Is she moving? What's she doing?
She got to find another job.
What happened with that one?
Oh, they didn't hire her.
What happened?
They told her, no, we're not comfortable with your background checks. And it was an honest mistake. It really was.
What was on her background check?
Well, you know, she worked for a company, and she said that she started a year before they said she started. She explained it. It was during the pandemic. She put that she started during the pandemic, but she started actually the year after. And she explained it was an honest mistake. And they was like, no, we're not comfortable with that. What? And I told her, I said, you got to have some faith here. Baby, that wasn't meant for you to be here.
It wasn't meant for her.
Because it's something that
either the job or she wasn't supposed to be here.
Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly. So, and you know, and she's devastated and crushed. I said, honey, life keeps moving. You got to stop that. Everything ain't gonna go your way. So that's what happened.
Well, she was crying herself.
Yeah, she was upset. I don't do pity parties.
No, those are dirty.
Well, she's you know, I just say you got to keep moving. Yeah, I had a job offer, and my record was expunged, but the woman said, well, and they did a background check, and she said, well, we see that you had a felony. Yeah, when I was 18. And I told you about it, but your application said within the last 10 years. So I said, no. She said, well, if you've had a felony here, you can't work there. I said, you know what? Thank you. Because it wasn't meant for me to be there.
That's right. And they didn't hire this motherfucker to be president.
Right.
What I'm telling you.
With multiple felonies.
34.
But sometimes people don't realize too that rejection is also a blessing.
Well, yes, it is.
It ain't always a bad thing to be rejected.
No, it is not.
But I don't think I would be here today if I had messed with somebody that I actually thought was cute when I was younger. I was 19. That child had HIV in it and developed to AIDS and is dead today because I didn't know. And my mother told me, she said, baby, because he told me I was too dark and I was too thin. He liked the chunkiness, you know, light or bright, I guess. And it hurt my feelings. And my mama said, baby, rejection is a blessing in disguise. Accept it.
You had told your mom.
Yeah, I told her.
Where did you meet him?
I was in college.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And it was giving no man.
He was the athlete. He had all these little girls chasing behind him. And see, I realized after what it really was. The motherfucker was dumb as 2 boxes of rocks and wanted me to help him with his homework. That's what it was.
He wanted help with his homework.
He wanted help with his homework, but he was fucking everything moving. And he told me if I was to date somebody, it would be you because you're too dark and you're too thin.
Oh, so he was a colorist.
He was a colorist. That's the word. He's a dead colorist now. So that's why I tell people everything is not bad because it's a form of rejection. Doesn't mean it's always bad.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why she's out here.
Mm.
You think that? What? I'm trying to clean out all these dishes.
You know Keon is engaged, right?
I saw the video on YouTube.
It didn't even
Oh.
the same. All the dishes are the
What's time to put it in the dishwasher?
Okay.
How long does the simple engagement last before you get married? What's that?
5 years. What she said?
Girl,
You were engaged for 10 years?
I think the minimum should be 3. A year to 3
That's
years.
a long
No,
time.
a year to 3 years because it gives you time to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think a year is too short, honestly.
Yeah, you're
Because you really don't know people no damn year.
True.
Then you marry the bitch and she's a sociopath.
all seasons.
You do. And you need to experience some hard, difficult times and good and bad times to see how they respond to it.
You better put these in.
Are these dirty?
Yeah, those are dirty in there.
She ain't got the gesture when she's still ain't cleaning the dish.
She what?
What happened? Girl, you ain't got that drawer over there and these dishes still sitting in here.
Right.
Yeah.
She been here all day.
And now it's
All day, Sophia. All day. Juice.
let me roll it.
Girl, what did I do with the soup? Oh, no, I'm going to wash them.
What the old glasses?
Down there.
No.
Over there.
I want the new glasses.
Right here.
The African glasses.
No. Oh, I thought this lady came over here.
No, I came out here to make sure this motherfucking camera is still recording.
What is it plugged up that it doesn't
That's
do that?
plugged in, but sometimes it stops.
What's that on your shirt?
Your hair dye. That juice is terrible. Girl, it's hair dye.
I was hoping it was pineapple, but that pineapple.
What type of juice is it?
That ocean spray.
That pineapple is it.
But it's not like
Raspberry, pineapple.
awesome. Those too many flavors. There's too many things.
It's like,
Chad, don't you have another brush? Why are some of these scrub daddies looking like they just scrub dead?
Child.
it looks fairly good.
Why you act like that on the back and just came out the box?
Because mine's do.
Well, that's because you got OCD. You probably use your shit once and then put it in the trash.
Right here looking raw.
Can I tell you how my hand has been kind of hurting? Like my fingers.
In between them,
Right here, the knuckles. And then like
when you do a fist or just
when I go to reach for something like that, when I stretch on it, like it kind of hurts right here. And then when I go like this, it kind of strains right here. So I went to the doctor's the other day, and the lady, so Jamie and I were talking on the phone. She said, well, it could be the beginning of carpal tunnel. And I looked up the symptoms, and I said, no, that ain't what I have. So
some can't even diagnose.
right. So then I went to the doctor's, and this nurse gonna tell me,
Doctor, just do this.
I was the one.
Why you put it? You said this with the other day on your team.
I went to the doctor.
They went to the crow.
I went to the doctor, and she told me that she said, well, it could be arthritis.
It could be.
I said, no, it's not.
Oh,
She said, well, you are 49. I said, and
this is a white woman. She's being generous. You are.
I said, and I said, no, I said, that's just like when I came here before, I was having some knee issues. And I said, the doctor, he tried to tell me it was pre-arthritis. And I said, I started taking soursop, but I didn't tell the doctor what I was taking. I said, but I started taking some bitters.
Mm-hmm. And it's
Sad. I said, that went away. I said,
Dr. Anglo-Saxon.
this doctor, well, she ain't my primary, but she was who I went to see the other day.
See, I don't play that. If it ain't my primary, you ain't touching me.
Right. But that's the thing with Kaiser. Every time I go there, it's always somebody there for HMO, baby. Right. But I love their service. They fast.
Yeah, they fast size to get your ass to the kick that.
Child, I believe till I'm ready.
Don't properly die.
No, I need to talk about this.
Is this not mustard? Refrigerator.
Mustard? I don't keep my mustard in the refrigerator.
You know?
I thought that's why I was over here.
No. The mustard is right here if you bend your knees.
I had that. That was open. I didn't want to open it up.
Is it supposed to be refrigerated? What's the back of that couch?
Choice. It's your choice.
Well, yeah, but the cables that you had up here so they're refrigerated.
I know I put one
Because I don't use cables.
because I have some in the refrigerator.
Yeah, but you had the ones up there. I said, what you trying to
And
do?
those are the ones that I
She even put the goddamn cable. Clearly, the car says refrigerator after opening.
and the ones
You got to see that dark ass.
and Chinese glass are in the refrigerator.
She trying to kill me?
What you want? This one or this golden bathroom?
Which one is? Yo.
You want this one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Um,
Like, no.
let me get this stuff. No, not your toe.
Why are you all over here?
I was trying to get
You don't even know.
Yeah, because y'all been agitated. Oh, I'm coming to get my.
How the fuck we agitate you?
Because she started talking about this damn mustard. I came over here to get a shot glass. I can take my.
Sorry. So what do you have?
No, not the sour stop. I took that this morning. I'm gonna take sour stop again before I go to bed. I need to take my brain freeze, my prostate bully, and my
When was the last time you had a prostate exam?
I don't know if I've ever had a prostate exam.
You need to get one.
I had that colonoscopy, but I ain't never
Yeah,
had
they don't prostate exam.
I know.
You let somebody stick a thing up there.
That's
That's what an exam is. They stick up there and they squeeze your prostate to make sure it's not inflamed.
type. Well, mine ain't.
You don't know that.
How often you been having type?
I get it every 6 months. I have
I
prostatitis.
get yours more frequently.
Yeah, I have prostatitis.
It's not a doctor that's doing it.
I did not say I was a
He
prostitute.
gets figured more than that by the doctor. It's just not just the doctor. It's those gentlemen.
I have prostatitis, which
It's
means
those gentlemen calls that be playing up in there too.
I don't have German calls. I'm on the new wave of reclaiming my virginity.
Okay, Maxine Waters. Okay, Maxine.
Reclaiming my virginity.
Reclaiming my time.
If they can get their hammock covered, I can reclaim my virginity. Is that what
I need to get a prostate exam.
you do? You need to. This needs to be part of your physical.
Wait, we off of the anyway.
What are you doing?
Let me eat that. These beans over here.
Were those extra beans?
Yeah, they were extra.
Well, they ain't no more.
No, I mean, no, what do you mean extra for what?
No, I didn't know if you poured a whole bowl of extra beans on them. Because I was going to clean that bowl.
I put extra on my.
He took the remaining beans and he ate them. Okay. You've never had a prostate exam? Well, that's you about as bad as Greg not having a colonoscopy. You're 50. That is a required process now.
I'm 49.
You're 50. You better start saying it. It'll roll off your tongue better.
I will after May 4th. After May 3rd. Right?
You're in your 50th year. Okay?
No, I'll be going into my 50th year. I just lived my 49th year.
Okay, here we go.
This is the beginning of my 50th.
And he's still gonna be 50.
When is she turning 50?
Yes, you do.
But y'all not gonna rush me over that.
Hey, I'm not rushing you. It's the fact.
Elliot, I'm gonna drop some shit on this floor. So if you're gonna come over here and dig out every time I get pick it off.
Yeah, because I'm glad I'm not an animal. Because I would have a thief.
Yeah, the floor be a fool by the time she's done.
See the all the one second.
So somebody said one thing Elliot's gonna do is clean up. One thing Elliot's gonna do is clean up.
Oh, we can pick it up.
Girl, it's on the floor. Yeah. Let me put this up.
And tell these people do your damn taxes. Because you ain't no millionaire. You can't get away with not doing your fucking taxes.
Child, I'm thinking about not doing mine.
Oh my God, girl.
Only because I don't want to support the government.
Oh.
Okay, honey.
I know.
And I'll leave this open so I don't have to keep touching that.
Sound like the Elliot. He closed it.
Oh,
She likes to keep it open so she ain't got to keep touching it. It's trash.
You be taking the dishes out the dishwasher.
no, at least we're in the sink and that dishwasher is full.
I gotta get rid of stuff in there.
Girl,
You know that.
she ain't listening. She has selective hearing.
No.
You really were.
I need to get Gloria Queen ticket to come on down here for this cabin.
Mm.
What sent you off?
No, I asked you 20 minutes ago.
What
What you do?
talks about? I was gonna just lick that off.
What we be eating tomorrow?
Well, what am I eating tonight?
That's a salad.
Okay, well, when I get the next thing ready, I'll put it on the plate for you.
She talking about this is meal prep. She talking about this is meal prep. So you prepare meals for me for starting Monday?
In the future.
For when?
In the future.
In the future.
In the future.
Okay.
Oh God.
This is meal.
They didn't have the nerve to
What?
Instacart this damn pan over here.
Yes.
I'm look.
Put her back in the oven so she can get ready.
I was going to the gym to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's heavy as a motherfucker too.
I would have got here to 10 o'clock.
This shit is heavy.
Where you get it from, Papa?
At home.
And
Oh, I didn't know they get the car from that home.
it probably been back when it was. I know that.
I mean, this oven is hot.
Right in there.
So that means the child went don't Instacart when they go and pick the stuff off the shelf too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best thing since like Fred.
I will be the bitch. I'll be you. You better
You
get
can
me
leave the
sleep.
bowl out.
I can tell you the last time I've been inside of a grocery store.
You can leave the bowl out. I don't need the plate. Thank you. But I do need the bowl. But if you put it up, I know where it's at.
Let me see how her crab cakes come on.
That's it.
Let me see how her. So Jack is doing crab cakes. I'm trying to see how this crab cake gonna come out.
Find something to go.
I gotta learn this fucking kitchen. I don't know.
Girl, I'm gonna put the whole thing in my crab cakes.
Oh, those crackers was fun.
You know, I had crackers up here too.
Red music red. Don't you?
You just you prefer ribs?
No, I'm just saying.
No, that's not funny.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we usually for these little pads.
They're not really bad. Then.
No, they not.
Already bad.
She said they already bad. And Craig, she pushed the bag back.
That's
Like,
right.
they already bad.
Ain't nothing wrong with them.
Where's the stuff go? That's what I'm confused about.
I know, because it's throwing me off like a one. I used to have the meat and stuff right there.
This kitchen is just different.
That I want
Put the stuff up.
to do for while he was sitting there.
Now all of a sudden, because the pans are here, it's in her way.
And turn it on. I thought you were going to do the stuff. You can do stuff.
I'm used to the shit being on the island.
Oh my
Right.
Like, now they call it them kind of motherfuckers.
Well, you said the most of the stuff.
That was, can you have done that?
I just washed it today.
Let me take this fork so I can sit my black face. Damn. Because my shit in that muffin over here.
But I do need you to do something.
And she go, now she needs help.
I throw some wrinkles in your shirt. I didn't know that's
You know that OCD bitch ain't gonna do
it was like a, a dog or something. No,
Girl, this is not your golden A suit. There are no wrinkles in this.
Not well.
right.
What is the great?
What is what?
That St. James suit she had on that picture.
Appreciation.
Yeah. St. John's knit.
She's the lady of the night, honey. And you had these cameras going for a month.
No, like 3 weeks. The project was only supposed to be 2 weeks long, but remember I left town, so they said, well, we'll extend it.
Well, you need to be here with us.
Because it's only they only count the hours when somebody's moving around in the house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the videos upload automatically. No, it just uploads. The video uploads. Because I'm not just recording from that camera. It's an app that's on there that I'm recording through the app.
I need you to take this home. And this. I want you to start using them.
Jack, I don't really use sugar. What
It's the DoorDash guy with the
When
lemon
you-
channel.
I want you to use that. Okay? Oh, okay. What you do?
I said, I'm trying to. What's going on with them dates?
He's gonna take them off.
Now, I just eat these. Candies up and down.
You eat them by yourself?
Yes, because they have it on the buffet. Oh, date sugar. Coconut palm sugar. I don't eat sugar like I don't know why sugar, but I'll take it from.
It's okay. It's called.
No, it's okay. I'm not.
I'm trying to figure out where the DoorDash guy is.
Now, once I get sealed, I'm gonna put them together. But then let me get these so that they can sit up.
Once you do what? Because sometimes I think he get on this.
On the side, I'll get it.
My shit about to do.
I'm gonna have to call that number back. Girl, where's my liquor? Right.
So I got on the street, somebody tried to steal the backpack. You want to somebody, oh, can I have that dumb ass?
I was stealing it.
Just came from Africa.
Really? Nobody seen the backpack in Africa.
You want this big bottle?
This is it, girl. Prime leather.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, that's true.
This is
I need to get some more ceramic bowls because they chipping all up. But I've had these for years.
They're good sometimes when they make some big, be that bottom meal.
I know I'm going to call about my liquor. I want to make my afternoon back.
yes. I think what you doing in exchange.
That's what they're going to return.
Well, they're not open.
I know, but with the DoorDash person, I'm bring them here.
No, they don't.
Oh, no, he ain't finna give you that for free.
Well, as a courtesy. Let me see your phone.
Lord.
I don't know how much them things cost, but they're not finna give you that for free, Craig. Oh, girl.
Did y'all share the nut butters with the people?
The nut butters.
No.
No.
Did you get the chocolate with them?
Craig, I have to share. We was eating. I don't think you said what they were.
Well, then
Were you on the line when you were eating?
yeah, next to be where it came from, and I don't know where it came from.
The names on the jar.
It's from Brooklyn.
The names on the jar.
And the distribution is Brooklyn. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get me some of those.
And it's plant-based.
Elgin called you.
I know. I missed it. I was in the car or somewhere.
What's that 800 number? Oh, here it is.
I'll call him back.
Oh, God.
Oh, that number is busy.
He called back quick again. He bring in a replacement.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But they called back quick.
Is he going somewhere else to try to find it, maybe?
Well, no, it goes to was it that driver that you was talking to, or was it
That was somebody from the store.
okay?
And they didn't have the yellow, the regular one?
Not that brand. That's what Craig said. Well, I'll take another brand. Well, that's why they asked you about substitute.
Not everything.
I like my dates blank though. I like them plain.
Those have seeds in them.
Oh, they do?
I want to break the two.
I heard about this guy from Invisalign is on. I'm trying to go back on them no fucked up too. At least it will before October 15th. Thank God. I have to check the dates. Making sure you didn't give me no old stuff.
When they get older, they're gonna end grow.
Do they go like when they get on, they do what?
That it's a little pit on the end that grows. You can see.
Okay. So they're not like raisins. Oh,
Yes, I can't ring the bell. Why didn't you bang it on the
go
door?
to the door.
Well, shit, I heard something banging along too. You might be out there so fast.
Girl, that's why there's a bell.
He just came to this room.
How you doing?
You think I know Steve Jackson?
They said get it.
You know, so it says
Oh, maybe I did that. Provide back to seeds. That's good.
the ones in Africa was sweeter.
Really?
They had them on the plate every morning.
Let's do some cheese, child.
They were real good. I miss my days in Africa.
Don't go back so fast.
I'm going back fast.
When? This year?
I'm trying to. I may have to go to August because
He didn't say that.
it's shit over.
You ain't saying nothing, did you?
I did.
He did say he wanted to
I said, Dad, want the other one? And he said, well, he said, he thought I was with the ID. He said, no, he was scanning it. And then I said, no, I mean the other. I said, because this is a replacement order.
I heard you say that.
And he said, no.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure they don't charge me. No.
Hello?
This is what I was looking for.
That's the brand.
I like this brand, and it's supposed to look like this. It could have been that brand. I didn't care about the brand, but they didn't have this.
Frame.
Yeah, I didn't want the cream. But we will be trying the cream.
Well, look on the phone to make sure they ain't charging you for it. Because
I was like, well, I know he ain't about to take it back.
I don't know how that stuff works. I would think they would need to take it. It's a replacement. I think they need, unless you're doing Amazon.
Yeah,
Because Amazon replaces stuff.
Because if you refund
It's a swap.
it's a swap. So that it can go back to somebody's inventory, put money pocket. Somebody gotta pay for it. I bet you would have did it. He would have left it in here if it was some
Well, I bet if he come back to that store and they were like, "Where's the package?" But like Chris said, he plainly told them on the phone, "It's a swap. I don't want this. Don't be trying to charge me for it unless you're just giving away, you know, limoncello or whatever this shit is."
Child.
You just make sure they don't charge you.
Right.
But what brand of crab meat do you get? I always look at the ones in the cans and be like, "Child, when do you know which one is good and which one is not?"
he got this brand right here.
You want, well, Phillips. I don't know if that's Phillips from back home, because we had a place back home called Phillips. But that says Phillips. But that's you always want to get the lump. You don't want that crab claw shit. That's just the claw.
Breaded and it's more
Yeah, and it's just thinner and it ain't meaty.
Baby, I was on Road Caribbean and they brought them crab cakes. I thought, baby, this is disgusting. I need to throw this shit away.
They were back to get alive.
They were horrible. And I wasn't the only one. The other lady said when we was coming, I was going to the bathroom. She said the crab cakes just tore my stomach up. I said, "Girl, they're disgusting." So the chef came out and I said, "I don't know what y'all put in these crab cakes, but you need to throw it away."
Yeah.
It's just that if you're gonna call something a Maryland crab cake from a person who may not be from Maryland but has experienced a crab cake in Maryland, that's embarrassing.
And see, that's why, like, when I go places, unless I'm home, I don't usually get no crab meat.
That's what I told
cake.
Mike.
I'm like, I'm
crab
crab
cake.
cake from these places. Because it's like they be doing too much for the damn.
It was too. And then it didn't stick. It was just like
Right.
crumbly. It was just like, what is this?
I don't think they was expecting that bad.
That's weird though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ordered something from Amazon and they sitting there replacing, you know, the new travel bags. They got the new travel bags that you squeeze the air out of stuff from the travel instead of rolling it. It comes with its own little compartment that you can squeeze the air out. So I got one and they said they delivered it. You know, they take the picture. So I called support and I said, "Do you see that? Do you see that box? That box I was expecting is bigger. So that means it wasn't delivered today." The woman said, "Oh yeah, it wasn't." So she said, "I'm gonna see a replacement." The next day, the replacement came, and the Amazon driver brought the box back that she said she delivered the day before. So I got two of them. So I said to the lady, I said, "Do I need to send it back?" She said, "No, don't send it back."
So you stole it?
No, I was giving it. I didn't steal it.
Give it.
Kind of like I was given an extra dining room table that's down in the garage. In fact, let me see if somebody made me an offer from Facebook Market.
Got another table?
Yeah.
I remember the thing was messed up. They sent the whole other
They sent a whole other table instead of just the leaf. Now the one downstairs, it doesn't have a leaf because they took the leaf out of that and put it in there.
But it's just one leaf or it's both?
It's just one. Because the one that was damaged, I think they took that back.
I'm just saying, I didn't know it was two pieces of the leaf. I remember.
No, it's just one. It was just one.
So the table would just be short.
Yeah, it would just be shorter. So I just put how many inches that one is without the leaf. And I told him, I said, there is no leaf. So I've been trying to sell it. I have a couple people asking about it. Because when the guy came, I said, "Oh no, I just need the leaf." He said, "Oh no, man, they sent some leaf." I said, "We'll put it right in the garage. I'll sell her."
Well, you was being honest. Hell,
Right.
take it back. You don't want to take it back. I know Wayfair does that. If they send you something and you said something wrong with it, a scratch on it, they'll keep it, donate it. We don't want it back.
Thanks. Thanks, girl.
It's anyway the musical still touring. I don't think that's touring more.
I really would like to see that.
They're touring right now.
It was here recently.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's still showing on Broadway.
You need all three of these lemons?
Let's see.
You need to make me a nice little cocktail. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here. Hey Siri, call Greg.
They just tell me some awful lot now.
Okay.
Great homework.
Is it a football game or basketball game?
No,
Cause she ain't answering that phone.
he sure did.
Oh, I'm going back to Cabo too this year. I'm going to stay at the new Baja California.
I was definitely on South Sea and I was looking at. Oh, or was it on something?
What, that resort?
It might go up there.
Probably wasn't done for that game.
I'm almost nervous to try to figure out like leisure travel because I got so many dates with Fag Talk.
Well, you got to make it around it.
Like right now, I don't have anything until March 31st, so I'm free all the way up until March 30th. And then
Antigua is in what, August?
that's in August.
What's in June, July?
We don't have anything in June and July just yet.
Okay.
We don't have anything in June or July. Or May.
Well, that's what I was saying. You made me think about what I was saying to Jack about going back to South Africa. You know, we went on a direct flight.
Yeah.
Delta has changed the flight structure of the flight schedule. That flight is no longer going to be in operation in the last quarter of the year.
Really?
You have to go to Amsterdam.
What?
Yes, for 2 hours, 2 hour layover. There was no direct flights.
You already
Go
booked
back in November. And I said, well, because Kulamani said, I said, I'm coming in the summer. I said, I'm coming in June. He said, oh, that's our winter. Child, your winter is nothing compared to our winter. I don't care about that.
Are you gonna go in the winter time?
Craig, have you been to Africa in the winter?
I have only been to Africa once. And it was their summer.
That's what was the beginning of their summer. They was just coming out of the rainy season. And he says, well, it rains a lot. I said, it rained when we was there.
Right.
Some days it rained every day. And it, but it stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like we was out there in the rain. And when we went to the safari, it rained.
Yeah.
So at the end.
It did. I haven't talked to any of them.
What's the name lost his phone? He thought I was mad at about the mid-set.
I talked to
And Janine, I haven't talked to her since she got her new apartment.
Yeah, I talked to her. She sent video.
She sent a video and she showed me her bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's in the family.
She told me that, but I only saw like his arms.
Y'all, in the video, she shows him helping her set up her furniture and put
Let me see.
the carpet. Let me see.
She said
that's the one she called something would be perfect for you.
Yeah, she told me he'd be great for me. I said, why do you think it'd be great for me? She said, because I think he might be gay. I'm like, girl.
But I don't think he's your type. And I could be wrong. This apartment just looks interesting to me. And I'm just like, girl, is it safe?
Oh.
Yeah, here's the one that she sent me where you can actually see him. And when did you wear them with skinny can from long shoes?
Let me see.
Oh, let me go back.
Y'all remember Janine is our little friend and
to the front. Go back because I would change the video. Because he's putting down her.
Janine is our friend in South Africa.
Click the one where he's putting down the road.
Thank you,
Yeah, you got titty.
I already said you went to tight.
No.
And I don't like the shoes and the socks.
Oh my God. Do I have any lemonade?
No, but you can have some steak too.
Oh.
Oh, he does. Craig.
Don't he?
He looks old. I'm 55. I'm like, he look a lot older than me.
The lemon juice is right up there, honey.
Yeah.
The lemon juice is behind the butt.
I wonder if that's gonna be too bad.
I thought you were
Is this sweet? This ain't.
no. I thought you were gonna use that to make lemonade
Oh, how much should I need?
to taste.
I mean, how much of this do I need?
See, this is the recipe on there.
Girl, I'm just gonna drink this like this.
I asked for the lemonade.
Why I wasn't asking you?
I was just, okay.
I'm gonna try to put a little French there juice.
Well, is there a lot of this fellow there?
Yeah. Damn, I thought I missed some lemonade.
You know,
Well, I mean, just think, just what?
I thought you had a lemonade in the refrigerator. Okay, listen.
It's gone.
So correct. You just if you take 2 tablespoons or you take a half a cup of that lemon juice and just put a tablespoon of sugar in it, sweetener.
You gonna make lemonade?
Put it in a pan.
No, in a jar, in a glass. Which will cook it?
That's what I thought you were saying. Do like a
She not saying make a simple syrup.
like a simple syrup. Yeah. So put 2 tablespoons of
Great.
Miss Gray. You saw that motherfucking missed call.
If you're gonna make some lemonade, make some lemonade. Put this much sugar in there, okay? And this much of that lemon juice.
Oh, you are watching the game.
And
I
then
told
you
you
add
this much lemon.
get the sugar to
Sugar
here,
there.
lemon juice to here,
Okay.
or you can do the same. They did not bring up here. But again,
I was trying to see if you were gonna come over.
what are you doing? What you doing, Ray?
I know what you're saying.
So you no more the beach about.
Right. What you say, Greg?
I feel it sound like Jack is cooking.
She is.
I'm trying to.
I don't know.
What do you say?
What you making? Well, I mean, I know it's gonna be some crab cakes.
Yeah.
And something else. Sitting right here.
Greg, did you eat chocolate?
The girl don't eat no chocolate. She barely eat anything.
He's not eating that many sweets anymore. Yeah.
Hey, Greg, you know you don't eat no chocolate, girl.
Ain't he nasty?
You don't call, you don't text, you don't send a fucking picture, nothing.
You don't send a fucking what?
He's my Elliot. A fucking picture, nothing.
Yeah, picture. Girl, I sent your monkey ass some smoke signals. I commented on your Instagram page.
That dry ass Instagram page.
I said something. Oh, for Valentine's when I saw the flowers.
Water. You want you gotta put it in there?
The sugar.
What you say, girl?
Because that sugar is harder to put them in different.
Bitch, why you block me on Instagram, you dirty cunt?
You know, put the store for you. Just give it now. Okay, now time to that.
I can't stand you, Nelson. Somehow get her one way or the other.
And how much water to put?
What you got? Salt? You got that
3/4.
Yes, it's all Greg.
Yeah, they on.
Yeah, fast enough.
Cause this what I had. This water hot already. I ain't even got the lesson. You stand in the house, Greg.
Greg, I have been working. Whatever. What the fuck ever?
You heard Jack. Because she said you full of shit.
What business? Yeah, I haven't seen you since forever. It was like.
And how much water you think?
Fill it up to the line, to the 2 cup line. Stop. You gotta pay for it. We're doing it for taste, so it needs to be to your sweetness, to your service. Okay.
Greg, I'm trying to make a limoncello. I can't be trying to concentrate on what the fuck you saying. Yes, bitch. And I just had the DoorDash some motherfucking limoncello.
He didn't have to. He did. He chose to.
I DoorDash limoncello. Uh, you're not gonna be giving him credit for the limoncello like y'all give Arnold Palmer credit for the half and half, bitch. Yeah, you told me, girl. You told me.
Huh?
Oh, it's sweet.
Girl, Greg, I can hear you with all this water, and she over here smacking her lips, telling me it's sweet.
Child, cause he ain't talking about nothing. Greg ain't talking about nothing. He drank the water. You know, Elliot is saved.
I'm reclaiming my virginity, girl. See, Greg know well what I mean. Because she reclaimed hers last year.
Child, she's still a whore, as are you.
We are not whores.
Ooh, this limoncello is cute.
Give me what is it? Alcohol?
No, that's sweet.
I'm gonna ask you something. So you
Just some
said
alcohol.
raw sugar, right? Oh,
You put a lot of shit in here, didn't you?
I'm saying you changed. Well, you brought that nice.
That is too much.
I just wanted to put something about water.
Raw sugar lemonade, which is brown. So you're just killing the color of the cocktail.
I don't care about the color. I care about the taste.
Then
Girl, that's a big ass crab cake.
it's smaller.
Jack, you know he eats with his eyes, but he likes a lot of them.
Well, girl, they on the pan now.
No, I'm just coming. They gotta go to the refrigerator.
Yeah, because you ain't coming out the house. Good night. She just starting to cook. Girl, the oven ain't even on. Girl.
And what if he wasn't?
She said, what if he wasn't lying?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, do you know what?
So I'm gonna fry these? Is that
No, we're gonna make them.
Oh, we're baking.
Okay.
That's already good.
Okay.
You got a lot of wild hair.
Yeah, they're in your hairline. They're gray. You gotta cover it up.
Jack said you got wild hairs in your hairline. They're covered up. They're gray. MTS, yes, I did.
She got me in her ass when I was.
All right.
I don't know about that.
But what's that in there? Parsley?
Yes.
Yeah, you probably could have did those in half.
Okay, I'll put them in there. It's not a big deal.
They big as shit.
Mm.
You probably need two
You
of them.
only need one meal.
No, we're talking about Greg.
You could probably leave two of them there.
Talking about one amigo. It's like giving a whale a tic tac, dude.
How they all?
They gotta sit for a minute, and then I'll flatten them before they go in with a double butter. Okay.
But I'm saying, how they gonna all fit on that one pan? If you about to break them down.
I'm getting ready to put them in the refrigerator. Okay, just for them to bind. Okay. I just want to bind.
He's so
Yes,
nasty.
I got a lot of shit to cook. You in the kitchen cooking. He in the kitchen washing.
I ain't cooked nothing.
Whatever.
Wait, they got to do what you over there doing what you do.
First of all, anybody tell her?
Shit.
Like Jules said, get out the kitchen. Stop asking questions. Ain't nobody tell you to come here at 7:30.
Well, I'm gonna just put these in the refrigerator and come back to work.
Oh my God, today. That's how this contention happened. And then she comes throwing me under the bus. I'm washing dishes. That ain't got shit to do with over there prep. Now I'm not gonna tolerate this abuse.
Ah! Ah! That's a beauty.
I'm over here trying to do a good deed
Girl, you are.
A good deed.
and not dirty up all these dishes and everything. Because Elliot did them hauled ass
Now, when has he ever left you over here for dishes?
Child's the first time for everything.
It's a new year.
And he got on his he has on his millionaire outfit. So he made our came here to clean up.
He kills me wearing
He
this.
has on his paisley shirt,
Did my laptop die?
his matte paisley shirt.
He killed me out here with this thing tied around his shoulders.
That's a big white one. Get that.
Oh, the laptop didn't die.
So you ain't got it plugged up.
Oh God.
How many swallows you ain't got that little ass? Is that vodka branded? What is that? No, this. How many?
Oh no, you just do a little. It's just
a drop?
Yeah, it's a liqueur. You know,
Okay. Cause that girl is off.
you only do make it like a shot. In a glass.
It's a black raspberry liqueur. Okay.
I used to have a recipe for this cocktail.
Do they put French 75 with this or something?
I guess I
It's
all
something.
the years that I've been knowing for 75 to be a thing. Now they're saying it's something else. So
Yeah, maybe it's not a French 75, but it's something.
You want to spend 75 cents for too?
No, French 75 is a drink. It's a it's gin or something. What is
see,
it?
I always been to be champagne and cognac, but maybe that's right. Yeah, because they're saying it's something else. Gin. Remember that I was drinking back there when I was drinking it was something else.
I just feel in a different era where I don't give a fuck why. And if somebody touches me inappropriately, I'm gonna give you the business. I don't like all this, but oh, they did this to me. Well, girl, why didn't you say something? I don't understand that. Maybe y'all can help me understand. I don't get that.
Hey Siri, what are the ingredients for a French 75?
Is she real?
Gin, lemon juice, syrup, champagne, and yeah.
Well, what's acid?
Hey Siri, what do you use Chambord in?
Child, that's a waste of time. She must have seen his Instagram
He's using shampoo.
as OnlyFans.
What he doing on the OnlyFans?
No, you didn't see it? Oh, let me pull it up. Oh, he has a name now. It's called Mushroom.
He getting fucked. What he doing?
Let me find them eggs. How you got to see it to believe it. He was doing the OnlyFans. That's what he was supposed to do.
Hey Siri, what cocktail do you use Chambord in? Those are clean.
I know, but they're in the way. I gotta rinse the crack. Every time I come here to dip, I gotta rinse it off. And then it's going to sit all there. But I'm trying to keep the sink clear.
Well, who got something?
You don't have a kitchen with a three compartment sink where we do dishes at. We've only got one sink right here. So this is the
Well, who got stuff in the sink?
prep sink, and this is the
Who got stuff in the sink?
whoever had used these things.
I only use that. So what that got to do with that was in your way? That lemon squeezer? That one lemon squeezer.
But I try to tell the people,
That one lemon squeezer.
I'm cooking. Don't touch shit in the sink.
That one lemon squeezer.
Yeah.
Really?
If we had another sink, then it would be a
Girl, it was one lemon squeezer.
We have one sink.
She act like it.
We don't have a kitchen.
She act like.
We don't have a dish pit where they got a free compartment sink where they drop the dishes and walk away.
Why she got them sunglasses on her head?
Same reason why Elliot got that sweater tied around.
She ain't got nothing to do with this.
God let me be.
She wants you to come for her.
I'm tired, child.
Oh, he was gonna watch. Wait a minute.
That's him?
No, they said it's him. That is not that thing. That's not him. That's him. No, that ain't him. He has a. You didn't see the whole trend when they was talking about how he had a little mushroom.
I don't even know who that is. Who's that little Fizz?
B2K.
Oh, little Fizz.
Is that the name of the group?
Yeah.
B2K.
But what did he? His booty was showing on something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He did. I know he's been on OnlyFans. I'm like, you know, went from being an R&B singer to being OnlyFans.
But so is the boy Hakeem from
That's what they were saying right there. They said, and said, I don't know anything about this. What is he's showing off that? But he got dingleberries.
Mhm.
That's not healthy.
That's what the boy Hakeem from
But he got some mental issues though, don't he? Something's
Oh yes, you can't use champagne with Boy. That's a good point.
Something
So do a shot of this in a glass of champagne. That's him.
Yeah, that's him. You see how skinny? That's him. And he was doing the OnlyFans, and they was calling their babies, you know, the Smurfs.
Mm-hmm.
They out much, and that's what they was just messing with the child about. They was like, it's a little thin with a mushroom head, and I was just like, child, when you get on those platforms, you got to be mindful these kids gonna eat you up. Give me that. Give me that.
Shit, like it's.
You need that receipt, girl. Did they charge you for that?
Let's see on that. Let's look at that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
We might need to look at the call.
He came right on down. What nothing came across that I can see. But I'm gonna look at it. Because where are you talking about order? Was it green? No. That's that next 3 you get $25 off. Some bullshit. Go back again. Is that look at your cars? What's that right there?
They just charged additional $9 because the price on this one was different.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, he did charge you the 59. He took off the 54 because you see that that's $51. He took it off with just $9. That's what it was. If it was 47 with tax over 54, he discounted, took it off and just charged 9. Okay.
But then where's the so that they're not charging for the first one?
The first one, it's on there. You really just paid $9.51 for that new batch, and you get to keep that.
That's what I'm saying. They must have let me keep.
Yeah, that's why I guess it's why he was saying there's no need for a refund. Okay. Eyes with me.
Okay. I sent the $10.
I was thinking about something. I had just asked you a question.
Wow. Hi, La France. All right, you guys have an amazing night. I'm gonna put the rest of this on Patreon. And I will talk to you all later. Amen. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Bye.